Alrighty, hello everybody. Hope you guys can hear me. To those that are watching, you guys are doing well. Okay, just setting up last few things. Okay. Right, new season. New drivers, new cars. Actually, oh, that's the wrong button. I want to have a look at all these liveries. How do I go race photos? There we go. Okay, so I'm not going to pronounce the names currently because I can't see them. Oh, what I can see. Alright, so in the BMW we've got Dinman in a lovely black, orange and white BMW Z4. The Z4 being a very surprising choice this season, honestly. I did not expect to see it. And then we got Mr. Rocky doing exactly the same thing, the McLaren style. It's just copy-paste of the livery, but still looks good. Hello Bracy, how you doing, mate? Hope you are doing well. Alright, we got the best livery on the grid because it was made by the best livery designer in this league, also known as me, in the lovely 992 Porsche. Gonna be looking at that car many times. And we got, there's this Cantulos. I hope I said your name right. And the other BMW Z4. Then, oh, we got the first Ferrari in BPR, the 296. Very lovely livery. Love the green and yellow. It was really nice with each other. That Welsh flag. Very, very nice. Right then, we've got Tanuki in the Alpha. Another surprising choice. The Alpha and the Z4. Something you rarely see. But going for a more simple livery design. Just black and red. Looks very nice. Shift happens. Very lovely livery that. Then of course, Team Snail Trail. Bracy. Another Red Bull McLaren copy-paste livery. The Snail Trail livery always looks good. Can never go wrong with that. And we've got the first Audi. This is Mr. Lars in the Audi R8. Another plain livery but simple, but looks really good. The Audis in matte black look really nice. And okay, don't know what's happening. Alright, then we've got Mr. Daunting Eyes in the Mazda in a really nice gold and black livery. Looking really well. Yeah, I'm sure you will, mate. It took me a while to get used to my wheel when I switched from controller to wheel. It's so much better, but it took me about like maybe a week or two. But it's so much better. Then you've got the other very nice Porsche 992. The prettiest livery in this season. And who got the other team Snail Trail Porsche? I don't. It's Moldy from what's that? Norway, yes. And the other team's now Troll Porsche. And then we've got the... Oh man, I can't... the Beetle. Another black and gold livery. Looking very speckish, very nice. From Mr. York. So we've got some very nice liveries on the grid today. Honestly, this is the worst track in the game. I've never thought I'd find a track I hate more than like Catalunya, Barcelona, but I have officially found it. It is a horrible track, absolute horrible track. Alright, tyres. So we've got Mr. Dinman on mediums, Rocky in 11th on mediums, Z3 in P10 on mediums, Kentalolis. I'm just going to call you Kentalos. Z in P9 on the mediums, BPR in P8 on the soft. Oh, interesting. Tanuki P7 on the medium tires, Bracy P6 on the medium tires, Lars in P5 on the soft tires, Daunting in P4 on the soft tires, DJ Millie in P3 on soft tires. Got a Moldy in P2 on medium tires, and in pole position York on soft tires. So it's going to be close up front. The soft tires will try and run away as fast as possible, but those softs hardly last like 4 laps. So they're going to have to run away. Don't want to get stuck behind a medium guy running a medium tire. But we will start. The lights are on, and it's lights out, and away we go for round 1 here in Tier 3. Orderly line into turn 1. Having a pretty good start of the race, but York probably the best, creating a lovely gap already, which is what you want to do at the start of this race. But Daunting is very close to DJ Millie. Really go for a move in this extremely fast left-hander. He had a bit of a look, but doesn't go for it, merely going a little bit wide. Oh, but Daunting got bit up in curb. Any moves going into the hairpin. Not much. Jesse BPR going for a move on Cantalos. He's a whiles back. Side by side. Bit of contact. BPR trying to go around the outside, but is defended by Cantalos as BPR has a big snap. How has he managed to keep that out of the barrier? Good save, but is not what you want to do on that soft tire. Rocky losing the position on the opening lap. Oh, almost going 3 wide. On the inside is Rocky. Just backs out, deciding to play it safe. You don't want to do any bits on the opening lap, but he is right behind him. Pulls to the inside. Almost a bit of contact. And gets it done under braking. Nicely done there by Rocky. Oh, but Dinman is coming back. Had another look, but Rocky keeps the position. I'll go a bit forward. Have I missed anything? Doesn't look like it. Everyone's still in their start position where they started. Tanuki right behind Bracy. Bracy has a good exit, creating a bit of a gap, bit of breathing room. So I think, what's that, the top 10, top 9 are where they started. Really hard to overtake on this track. Almost have to force the other guy into making a mistake. But York doing exactly what he has to, creating a lovely gap to start the race. Want to go as big of a gap as possible. Tire squealing, and Moldy just doing some Tokyo drift. You're going onto the grass. Lucky to not lose the rear end. Everybody keeping it clean so far. Not any major mistakes. Ooh, big snap there for Bracy. Really easy, but the rear engine cars do handle that hairpin a lot better than the front engines. Oh, Z3 going wide. That could be a track limit penalty. He might have been a bit lucky. Yeah, he was lucky. But BPR, no, right behind him on that soft tyre. I would go for a bit of a wider line, try and get a better exit. Oh, in the grass goes Rocky, having a big slide and loses the rear end and goes into the barrier. So unfortunate for Rocky. The drama from last season continues. Just right on board here with poor Rocky. Just getting a bit too greedy on how early you can push the throttle and loses the rear end. Super unfortunate. Going back forward to the front pack. Not much happening. So I see on the radio, I see a spin. What has happened? BPR has lost it also. What has happened here? Was doing so well, just has a snap of oversteer, almost gets taken out by Denman. The Ferrari is quite snappy. Very unfortunate for BPR and just loses it. Dirty tyres. There's another half spin. This is the worst possible outcome for BPR on that soft tyre. Very unfortunate. Let's go, but daunting eyes. He is right behind the Moldy. But the Moldy is just... These front guys, their pace is so similar at the moment. It sets the fastest lap of the race so far. 2 minute 19.1. He has a very nice exit. How closely can he follow through? Moldy just creates a bit more of a gap. Oh, Daunting has a big look, but doesn't get much off it. There's in the barrier, I see behind. Millie has lost the rear end. What has happened here? Poor DJ Millie. Another soft tyre runner goes onto the grass. Probably just dirtied the tyres a little bit. Just loses it and gets helped along by Lars. Very lucky actually there for Millie. That could have ended a lot worse. But it is not another soft runner that has not had the greatest start to this race. It looks like York's tyres at front right is starting to go, and you can see Moldy and Daunting, they are starting to catch him. Ever so slightly, they are catching. Isn't Bracy loses the rear end as well? Oh man, what has happened here? This goes a bit offline, looks like dirty part of the track. Oh, Cancelos having a very sliding moment, and Z3 actually goes side by side with Gantalos. Bit of contact made. Does he get to move around the outside? Under braking, it looks like very lovely move there by Z3. Around the outside, under braking. And unfortunate for Bracy, it has not been the greatest start for these Porsches. He is right behind Dinman. He has a very late look. Very late look. But just, Dinman having a very snappy time in that BMW. And Bracy is right behind him. Will you have a look into the final corner? And then going for a narrow entry. Bracy opting for the wider one, trying to carry a bit more speed on the exit. In the slipstream now. Bracy's catching. Dinman going wide. Bracy on the inside, bit of contact once again, but Bracy gets the move done. Oh, not really. Dinman is still there. He still has his nose in. These two are still going side by side. Great stuff. Then Dinman goes into the grass, and Bracy makes a move for P9. Very lovely battling there. Rough and aggressive, but clean. Bracy going a bit wide, probably a bit distracted after his nice overtake. Go a bit forward then. This front pack. Well, Moldy has caught up nice to the leader in Mr. York. And then Daunting. The Daunting on that soft tyre. His tyre doesn't look at his Cantalos. I mean, not Cantalos, York. I'm used to Cantalos being in the Beetle. But now a Moldy right behind, trying to find a way past the Beetle, and this could play out very nicely for Daunting Eyes. If he plays his cards right, he could send it, make a nice move. How much is York going to defend though? I imagine he will be into the pit lane at the end of this lap. Daunting having a good exit, but so does a Moldy. A Moldy going around the outside. Daunting trying to follow him through. And York will go into the pit lane. A Moldy trying to squeeze out every ounce of slipstream. This has brought Daunting Eyes a little bit closer, but those soft tyres aren't looking too healthy. I also see GJ Millie into the pit lane as well. York has done a nice job on that soft tyre. Goes to mediums. Comes out just in front of Bracy. Bracy on mediums as well, but on a warmer than York's. But York does keep P6. Go back to the front. Oh, just looks like a Moldy has created a lovely gap in sector 1 on those medium tyres that are still in pretty good condition. Doing really well. Daunting looks like his tyres are just starting to go now. Probably be in at the end of this lap, maybe one more, depending on how brave and how long he feels he can stay out on that soft tyre. Very aggressive looking car, that Mazda. Yeah, it's an interesting car, the Beetle. I've actually never driven it, but if its tires are just as bad as the BMWs, I can imagine your pain. The M6's tires are awful. Hopefully you can have a pretty decent race. Clean race and stay to a podium. Lars in the background also on soft. His tyres are pretty similar, but his rears are more warm. So, how long will these two decide to stay out on that soft? Who's pulling the trigger? Daunting is pulling the trigger, and so is Lars. Alrighty. P2. Well, P2 and P3 coming into the pit lane. Who else is still on soft tyres? Doesn't look like anybody. Oh, Daunting and Lars. It looks like Lars has overtaken Daunting in the pit lane. Yeah, Daunting has put in a lot more fuel. Clearly not feeling that safe, but he has a really good exit, almost putting the wheel onto the grass. Very nice. Looking clean. Daunting choosing to put a tyre on that curb, which does help with the rotation of the car. He has a nice exit. He has a look. Might be a bit too far back, but he makes the braking side by side. But Lars keeps a position on the exit. Daunting doing nice attacking. Did not expect him to go for a move there, but he had a look. And that's looking very racy compared to that Audi. Daunting is a hungry Canadian. And now they are catching Bracy. So the question is, how quickly will they catch Bracy, and how much will Bracy impact their battle? Daunting again, very close. Right on board here with him. More safe. He's very close now. It's also in the front. There's a big battle. A big bunch of cars with York. Oh, York got damaged. As York put it into the wall, what has happened? He has on the exit. Does he just lose the rear end during the braking? Yes, he does. Oh no, just loses it. Going a bit wide, but understeery. And that has put him right in the clutches. And has torn this battle for the win wide open. Daunting still catching Lars. But now there is a very big group. Oh no. It'll be interesting to see York determined to get some sort of position back. Bracy going a bit wide. York going into the barrier. Lars making it through around the outside though. Horrible. This has not gone York's way. But Daunting also making it almost... Well, Lars making it past Bracy. And Daunting now going around the outside, just a bit too far back. All the action is happening here. Bracy having a look on Lars, just staying back though. And now York and Daunting very close. Daunting trying to do everything to get past Bracy as Lars is starting to pull away. Very exciting race. Bracy's front right though isn't looking too healthy. Daunting right behind him. York going for a bit more wide exit. Daunting on the outside. Will he make this move around the outside? Breaks a bit later. But now the door's open. York goes on the inside. Does he get... He gets two cars in one corner. But Bracy comes back on the exit. But York is still there. Almost going three wide. This is a good battle. Bracy going very defensive. York going around the outside. And Bracy has a big snap on the exit, but keeps the position. And before this battling, this has allowed Lars to run away and create a lovely gap, and it's right behind Z3 now. York again, round the outside. Does he get it? Oh, there's contact. But he keeps it on the road and gets the move done round the outside. This has not worked out for Daunting Eyes though. Was looking in prime position to taking the lead of this race. And just traffic and battling. And he's right behind Bracy now. Oh, they both go into the grass. Daunting makes contact with the barrier and gets damage. That tunnel vision effect coming into play. Very unfortunate. Yeah, fighting for your life, I can see that. That is some clean fighting though. It's really nice defense. Defending for your teammate. That has worked really well. The gap he has pulled. Brilliant team tactics. I see it now. Doing a brilliant job. He's playing the ultimate team game in defending for his teammate. Daunting having another look, going around the outside. But you will never going to go around the outside on that very fast left-hander. But he has a very nice run and has chosen the outside for the hairpin. A turn, an overtake he's done a few times in this race around the outside. But Bracy breaks a bit later, keeps the position. I imagine Bracy will probably be in at the end of this lap. That front right tyre not looking too healthy. But he could probably give it up one more lap. And Amaldi is pitting. Now where will he come out compared to Lars? Well, of course, has already done his pit stop. And Lars going a little bit wide. Amaldi exiting the pit lane and keeps P1. But Lars, beautiful team play there from Bracy. Letting his teammate keep the lead of this race. Or the provisional lead, I should say. Bracy choosing to stay out another lap on that medium tyre though. Daunting is getting very frustrated. He's trying everything but can't find a way past this Porsche brick wall. Bracy defending the inside once again. Daunting will try and brave it round the outside. Doesn't get it. Try and set it up nicely. Going down to the hairpin. On the outside once again. And again, Bracy under braking. Doing really well. I see BPR has lost the rear end. Just him letting everyone past. Needs to get contact. First loses under acceleration. There's a little half spin. Oh, but he makes contact with Bracy. Unfortunate for BPR not in his race. But we focus our attention back to this fight. Bracy playing the ultimate team game, and Daunting really upset, but he has a nice inside run. Does he get the move done? He has a bit of a slide, bit of contact made, but still doing well. Bracy having a way better exit though. Just look at the amount of time Daunting has lost in that battle. Now I imagine Bracy will be in at the end of this lap, as that front right is looking deadly. Tanuki coming into the pit lane and allowing a Moldy to take P1 and the lead of this race. And Bracy finally deciding to come into the pit lane and releases Daunting to P4. But Daunting will not be happy. UJ Millie and Tanuki side by side almost on the exit. Tanuki on fresh softs versus Millie on a bit more worn mediums. And straight out of the pit lane, that Alpha is looking very hungry on that soft tyre. Only have to do 4 laps. It depends on how hard he pushes. If Tanuki can play his cards right, a P4 is definitely possible. He has a very late move on the inside, but Millie now has the inside for the next corner, and Tanuki has to stay behind him a bit longer. Some very unexpected dives into that first hairpin from very far back. Tanuki having another look. It is just a bit too far back this time. But he has a nice exit, pulls side by side. But now he has the outside for the next hairpin. Millie doing well under braking and keeps the position. But Tanuki has the switchback as Millie goes deep. And Tanuki gets that P5. They will now chase after Daunting to try and get P4. Molly still keeping it clean. The Team Snail Trail going very nicely. Ooh, Millie, sparks flying from the underside of that Porsche. Yes, some very nice battles here, I agree. Some clean battles. There's contact made here and there, but it's clean battling. What has happened to Z3? Z3 just stopped on the road. What has happened here? P7 just parks it on the track. What has happened to Z3? Has his controller died or his wheel disconnected? Falling down 2 positions. Very strange. There's now Denman into the pit lane. An interesting choice. His tires look fine. As we go to new mediums. Interesting. Don't understand. Oh, he goes to softs. Okay, sorry. Don't really understand why he was looking decent. Maybe trying to get that fastest lap from Amondi. And now we've got a nice battle here. Z3 going a bit wide. Cantalos, sorry. Cantalos has a bit of a look. The orange, white and black army here. BMW's going a bit wide. Bad slipstream. All three of these guys are on soft tyres. Ooh, Cantel's going a little bit wide though, losing time. His teammate now right behind him, bumper to bumper, side by side, going down to the hairpin. Just keeping his position. Don't want to fight too much. As a team, you want to try and work to get this P8. Ooh, Dinman going onto the grass in the background. Cantalos having a very squiggly moment onto the grass as well. Just dipping a tyre. Wider, carrying a bit more speed. And now Rocky has caught up as well. He is catching. He is catching. Let's scout through real quick. Oh, we have a battle. The second and third podium position. York's tires don't look good. That Golf on the tyres on way worse conditions than Lars' Audi. But he is catching. Ooh, Lars going a bit wide. York is right behind him. Side by side, almost full of the wall. Yeah, will York send it? He has a look. He has the inside. Side by side. Does York get to position? Does he stay? He does. On those almost dead tyres, he overtakes Lars for P2. Some very nice racecraft there. Going a bit wide though. Understeer. Noise interference. Oh. I don't know how. I hope it's not too bad. After this race, I'll just unplug my mic and plug it back in and see if that works. Alright. Alright, yeah, sorry, I've got no idea what it is. Okay, just looking back. Not much. It's just Lars has retaken P2 from York. But now York is really... Those tyres are really dead. But he has a look down the inside. Has his nose in. But we've seen throughout this race, the outside is probably the best line. Just gives you the inside to the next corner. Still side by side. Or York keep this move done round the outside. What a move from York in that Golf. Oh, not Golf, sorry. Beetle. In the Volkswagen Beetle. But now Lars coming back round the outside. Fresh tyres versus worn tyres. York still has that inside. He's doing really well. with defense. Now defending the inside. Lars around the outside, and this has allowed Daunting to catch up. York still on that, still has the P2. Lars P3. Daunting, if he plays his cards right, can get a podium out of his very unfortunate race. Lars defending the inside, Lars going around the outside, York defending the inside. Only a few more corners left of this race. Amaldi goes across the line to win the race, but the battle is for the podium positions is still on. How big of a send is Lars going to try and do? All of them choosing the narrow line, don't want to give any advantage to the line. We have York P2, Lars P3, Daunting P4. Some good battles there. Well done, guys. Tanuki P5 and DJ Millie P6. P7, Bracy comes home doing a brilliant job for his teammate to get the win. Brilliant defense. C3 comes home in P8 after his interesting technical issues. Rocky comes home in P9. He has overtaken both of the BMWs. I want to see how he has done that. What has happened here? This is a while back. Oh, Dinman going round and round. There's one BMW. What happens here? Oh, it just goes very wide. And Rocky takes a position with ease. So Rocky comes home in P9. Dinman P10. A bit far back. There we go. Cantelos in P11 in BPR. This has not been BPR's race. Coming home in P12. I see. Alright, sprint 1 is now finished. Some very good racing. Let me go set up. Get the next sprint. Some very good racing there, especially for that last few podium positions. Cantelos playing perfect attacking and perfect defense. Alright, sprint number 2. I hope all the liveries load. Alright, let me just unplug my mic. Hopefully that will fix that mic interference. Don't know what that could be, very strange. Try not to look at the results on the right hand side. Don't want to spoil it for myself. Okay, just check. Liveries look like they have loaded, which is good. All right. Reverse grid time. For those that are new, Sprint 1 qualifying, Sprint 2 is reverse grid from the previous race. So we'll start from P13. We've got Amaldi. Also just a refresher for those that have just joined. Amaldi in P15 on the medium tyres. York in P12 on the mediums. Lars in P11 on the soft tyres. Worked pretty well for him last race. Hopefully he can redo it. Daunting, going for the medium tyres this time. I think he started on the soft in the last race. He's in P10. Tanuki in P9 on the soft tyres. P8 is DJ Millie. On the medium tyres, P7 is Bracy. Also on the mediums. Excuse me. In P6 we have Z3 on the mediums. Rocky in P5 on the mediums. Dinman in P4 on the mediums. Kentelos is in P3 on the soft tyres. BPR in P2 on the soft tyres. And in P1 we have a new runner, which I've got no idea how to pronounce your name, mate. I am so sorry. Let's see. I'll just call you Mr. 458 because I don't know how to pronounce your name. I'm so sorry, but I suck at names. So I will call you the 458. Maybe I can get it during the race. But anyway, he has the medium tyres. So a lot more mediums in this race than soft. I mean, yeah, a lot more mediums in this race than the last race. Only I think 3 or 2 guys opting to go for that soft strategy. We will start the race. We've got the lights on and lights out, and away we go for Sprint 2 of race 1. Again, Cantelos having a really good start. Having a look at BPR already. Z3 going a bit wide, allowing Bracy to have a look. Rocky going onto the grass, but keeps a position. Bracy right behind Z3. Old versus new Porsche. Oh, big contact. 3 wide on the rear. Bracy making contact, allowing Tanuki to go through, getting 2 positions at once. Almost 2 positions at once. Daunting, having a pretty decent start, going up 1 position. Tanuki, there's so much carnage, I don't know where to look. Tanuki going wide, losing a bunch of positions. Lars and Bracy going side by side now. Z3 and P6. Bracy and Lars they're still going side by side. Bracy keeps a position, but Lars still has a bit of a look, and now York pulls a move around the outside almost of Lars, but he goes wide, and Lars on that narrow line, the optimal line for this very long left-hander, keeps the position, but now York will have a look very late on the brakes, and Bracy also had a look, probably hindering him a little bit. So go for the move. Very close action here. Z3 right behind Rocky. Sending it down the inside of Rocky, doing very nicely. Bracy. Oh, Lars loses the rear end and gets taken out by Tanuki as well. Not what Lars would have wanted in that Audi, doing really well on the soft tyres. Cantelos also having a look on BPR. Wow, but there's so much lag. Don't know if it's me. Anyway, Cantelos and BPR side by side. On the outside though. How does he get it in? And the braking, BPR on paper should keep this position. And he does. much as all happening. Miyabi right behind Tanuki. Will Tanuki go for the move? He has a look. Oh, not Tanuki, Miyabi. I just realised my mistake. But Tanuki still keeps it round the outside. Bracy right behind Rocky, but Rocky defends. Bracy has a late look to the inside. If he keeps this move done, really, oh, what a move from Bracy. And will he get Dinman on the same corner? He does. What a move by the Team Snail Trail Porsche and Bracy. That was brilliant. A late dive to the inside. Really good racing. Oh, as Denman goes onto the grass, doing some rallying in that BMW. Now side by side with York. It looks like he keeps a position. Oh, but he goes wide. Goes very wide, loses a bunch of positions and gets half spun. But corrected by Daunting. Very unfortunate for Denman. Tanuki still on P12, has a bit of a look at the exit. Doesn't get it. Oh, that is move of the season right there. That might be move of like, yeah, that was a beautiful, beautiful overtake. Beautiful. Cancelos having a look on BPR though, just as I get a bit distracted. Side by side still. These two not giving each other any room. Ooh, a bit of bumping. Going on, Cantelos a lot further ahead than he was last lap, but still on that outside line. BPR defending very nicely here. And BPR keeps P2 for now. Z3. He is being caught by Bracy, ever so slightly. Ooh, York having a very slidey move. As a Moldy now also up to P7. Overtakes Rocky and goes defensive. Now we've got it. Ooh, Rocky doesn't look happy. He has a good exit, looks like. How far away will he send it? Chooses to stay behind for now. Daunting. Really close, he wants to have a look. He goes to the inside, but it will be the outside for the next corner. And now that allows Miyabi to have a look as well, getting bumped by Tanuki. And before that, no positions gained through that first sector. Daunting. Actually, Rocky has re-overtaken Daunting. Oh yeah, wait, I'm stupid. Ooh, Rocky going very deep. All of them going very deep as Miyabi loses the rear end. What just happened there? Ooh, this is a lovely camera angle. Makes contact with Tanuki. Does a really good save, but Tanuki does wait for him. Good sportsmanship there. Very nicely done. But that allows Lars to come back to P11. And he is very close to Dinman. He has a look on the hairpin. Dinman still has it round the outside, which is the inside to the next corner. Still has his nose in, but Lars keeps the position. Good racing there. A bit forward, York has a look on Bracy, but they both have caught Cantelos. Cantelos going into the pit lane to change off of those soft tyres that are dead. Now York and Bracy side by side. Bracy has the inside line. And Z3 waiting patiently. And Bracy still keeps that P3, doing some very nice defense. Doing very nice. Now still has the inside. Ooh, York trying to find any possible space on the inside, but Gracie is having none of it. Defending perfectly. Now York has a nice exit, but he has the outside. Gracie defending the inside and braking. Mondi also tries to have a look on Z3, but it's just too far back. Gracie keeps the position under braking. And Z3 will now try to have a look on York. Some really good battling. This is allowing Rocky and Daunting to catch up to this pack. Ooh, Z3 going a bit wide on the entry. Allowing a Mondi to catch up. You're going wide though. Once again, Z3 pulls side alongside, but is too far back. Always scrap for the podium. Oh, Mondi has a look. Sends it up the inside of Z3. But Z3 has a really good exit and keeps the position. Z3 going defensive. Mondi just deciding to stay back as Daunting also sends it up Rocky. Very nicely done there into that hairpin. Now York around the outside maybe of Gracie. Outside. Gracie parking it on the apex almost. York almost pushing him through. BPR comes into the pit lane to get rid of that soft tyre. Promoting Gracie to P2. Also in the background I see Tanuki going into the pit lane. York trying everything to get past Gracie. But Gracie is defending really well. It's also allowing York to eat up his tyres. Trying to overdrive that Porsche to try and find a way past Gracie. Has to calm down a bit. Patience. Racing's all about patience. Now Daunting and Rocky are catching up to this really big pack. The Team Snail Trail Express. York. Trying to go around the outside. Have a look. It has a bit of a wide exit. This might allow Z3 to capitalize and maybe go for a move into the hairpin. He opts for the outside, goes very wide, and will lose two positions. Just brake a bit too late. And now that promotes Mondi to P4. Team Snail Trail doing brilliant teamwork here. Gracie defending beautifully. And now we'll try and back York up into a Mondi so Mondi can try and overtake him. Gracie having a bit of a wide exit, but carries more speed than York. Daunting also now right behind the Mondi. Gracie trying to break the slipstream on the straight. Still keeps that P2 though. Doing very nicely. York is starting to get a little bit impatient. You can see in his driving. Oh, what is that? Gracie has lost time. I've completely missed that. What has happened to Gracie? Oh, understeers wide. Hits the curb. His teammate goes past. That's Daunting. Daunting also gets a move done. Unfortunate there for Racy. He was defending really well. Oh, Racy side by side with Daunting on the outside. If he can keep it on the outside, just falls behind. Almost pushing Daunting through the hairpin. Really close. And now Amondi also right behind York. And those York tyres aren't looking too great. Ultimate team game being shown right here. And while all of this drama is happening, the 458 is just running away, creating a lovely gap. We'll go from a Porsche train to a Volkswagen train. Mombi still close behind, trying to find a way past. Ooh, Daunting has a really good exit, pulls side by side almost with Amondi. Has a decent exit line. Gracie now in the slipstream of his teammate. Daunting on the inside though, pulling, but Amondi is getting bump drafted by his teammate, by Gracie. But he is on the outside. Side by side. Almost free wide. Will Amondi be able to keep his position? There's contact! There's contact! And Daunting is spun round and into the barrier. What has happened here? The battling was so clean. Makes contact with Amondi. Almost takes out Gracie. Amondi does wait. Oh, and there's more contact in front. Rocky goes into the barrier, allowing Z3 to go from what was that, like P7 to P3. Big drama here. My oh my. Z3. I actually want to run on board with Z3 here. I want to see how his POV. I will run on board. Teammate hit you. That's very unfortunate. We got some P7. Just avoiding all the carnage. Well, Kevin's has opened for Z3. Oh, okay, yeah, I saw that. Oh man. But you actually didn't get too bad damage compared to your teammate. Only losing one position. But now, Rocky and Z3, the lucky people in that accident. York also has been granted. Ooh, big slide there actually. But York, very happy with all of that because it creates a big gap. But those tires are almost dead. Interesting. See a big pack. Ooh, Gentle is going wide along BPR to make the move. Yeah, P2 has run away with all that carnage. It could have been worse. There's Rocky decides to come into the pit lane. His tyres look really well, really good condition. So hopefully those softs can last just as long. And now Bracy trying to catch Z3. Tyre wise, Z3's tyres do look a bit more healthy. But Bracy has the pace. Pace wise, Bracy is doing a lot better. Old versus new Porsche, yeah. For battle for provisional P3. Interesting to see how brave are these guys to see how long they are willing to go out on that soft tyre. There are 6 laps remaining. Might actually be a bit of a stretch for Rocky. Will it be possible for him to do 6 laps on those soft tyres? Brace going a bit slidey. Z3 creating a bit, extending his gap a bit more. Nobody has. Oh, as Bracy loses the rear end on the exit of the hairpin. Just as things were starting to get a bit comfortable. Just a bit too hard on acceleration. Falls down to P7. Very unfortunate. 14 snail trail. Not. Oh, C3 goes very wide. Not how they would have imagined this race to go, or how they would have wanted this race to go. As Z3 now comes into the pit lane, and DJ Millie and Amondi, so all 3 of the 4 Porsches deciding that they are going to be able to do 5 laps on that soft tyre. C3 comes out in P7. Tanuki P8 has already pitted. Rocky in P6 also has Lars pitted. I don't remember if Lars has pitted. Yes, it happens. It happens. Ooh, it's York. That right tyre, front right tyre. Almost dead. Will he be able to make it to the end of the lap? Losing so much time already. But he has a monster gap to Lars, which is provisionally the next guy that pitted. So close to death. A strand, a little string attaching that tyre to the rim. Almost crawling around and still goes onto the grass. Now the 458 does come in to the pit lane as well. just controlling the pace. Finally, York decides to come into the pit lane. To do 5 laps. Not 5 laps. What's that? 4 laps. On the softs. Racy also into the pit lane. Lars comes out in P2, which has worked out brilliantly for him. After spinning around on the first few laps, has recovered to P2. Great drive from Lars. Rocky in P3 on softs, and York, a big battle behind. Tanuki making it past the 2 Porsches, 2 992s. DJ Millie trying to go around the outside of his teammate. Side by side, you don't want to take each other out. Z3 just backs out. We try and work together to catch Tanuki. Some nice points could be awarded if they play their cards right. In the background also, Mondi is right behind Daunting. And they are catching this pack for P5. Ooh, DJ Millie having another look around the outside. Never gonna work. Z3 now onto the inside. Teammates nearly going onto the grass. Lucky not to get dragged into the barrier. And now Daunting trying to go around the outside. Goes very wide. This will allow Amondi to get through. Also Bracy making it past BPR. Just as I look, see. Now Mondi has a look on Millie. Tanuki goes wide onto the grass. Mondi has a moment. Millie has a moment. Z3 makes it past Tanuki into P5. Daunting has re-overtaken Mondi and has a look on DJ Millie. Although that was never going to stick. Some really close battling here in TF3. Ooh, Daunting really close behind. Millie going a bit wide. That's a good exit. This is allowing Z3 to create a bit of a gap, which is what you want. You don't want that pressure, unneeded pressure. Millie so close to Tanuki. Tanuki goes very wide and Daunting goes very narrow, almost making the move stick on Millie. It was just a bit too far back. Now Tanuki defends the inside, forcing Millie to go to the outside. Amondi has a look on Daunting as well. Tanuki keeps the position. Amondi side by side with Daunting Eyes, going very wide. But Daunting still keeps the position. And now DJ Millie really close. Does he find a way past? Not yet. Not yet. Z3 has caught up to York and Rocky. As DJ Millie makes it past Tanuki, and so does Daunting Eyes. Tanuki just going a bit wide there. Amondi has a look. Ooh, I'm going too far back. Contact made. Tanuki is spun round by Daunting Eyes. Allowing Bracy to overtake 3 cars in 1 corner. Bracy making some great overtakes this race. And now Z3 has caught up to Rocky, and York has overtaken Rocky for P3. Oh, this was a while ago. Oh no, wait, I'm too far back. has a good exit. Really send it. He is catching and catching. Makes a really quick decision to the inside. And he keeps the move. Very nicely done there by York. It's actually closer than I thought. Yeah, Daunting has had great pace. He's just been involved in a bunch of unfortunate incidents. But your defense, you've been defending brilliantly, so if you play your cards right, you could easily keep this P7. Now Z3 and Rocky, the battle for P4 of this race. Only 2 more laps to go. Rocky has a really strong first sector. That Mercedes is incredibly kind on its tyres. I'm just seeing that now. Rocky pitted so early. And he is catching York. York isn't running away. Rocky will be praying for York to make a mistake of some kind. Z3. Still in P5. Got Millie in P6. Ooh, we've got Daunting really close to Bracy now. Did they touch? There could have been a bit of contact there. Bracy goes onto the grass and Millie, well, not Millie, Daunting claims P7. But he goes very wide once again, allowing Bracy to have a look side by side. Daunting still keeps ahead, but now will Bracy send it at the hairpin? Daunting chooses not to defend, but Bracy is just a bit far back. Very close. Daunting soft, still look really good condition. Oh, as Bracy goes onto the grass and loses the rear end. Super unfortunate. Once again. Oh, will Tanuki be able to get past? He does. BPR. How much damage does Bracy have? Not too much, but it drops him outside of the top 10. Super unfortunate for Bracy. Final lap. This man has just dominated this race. Kept it clean. Ooh, big slide there. Don't bend it on the last lap, mate. Don't do what I did last season. Oh, Daunting and DJ Millie side by side. Daunting gets a move done before the braking, but Millie has a look to re-overtake the position. It goes wide, allowing Daunting to cut back and gain that P5. Now Daunting will try. He has his sights set on Z3. Only a few more corners, half a lap to go. Will Daunting be able to make this move stick for P4? It would be a great comeback considering all the drama he's had throughout this race. He is really close. Will he have a look? He has a bit of a look, but it's too far back. Let's go 2 before 5.8. He comes across the line. He started on pole. And he wins. Beautiful race. Dominant. Lars comes home in P2. A great comeback. Considering what happened to him in the first few laps. York comes home in P3 on tyres that are just existing. Z3 fends off Daunting for P4. Daunting finishing in P5. Millie in P6. Amondi in P7. Rocky comes home in P8. Tanuki in P9. And Bracy has re-overtaken. Hold up, I have missed an overtake. This has happened a while ago. I missed. Oh, BPR just loses it on the exit. Oh, sorry. Alright, Bracy. Where am I? P10. Super unfortunate. What could have been. Dinman comes home in P11. Another unfortunate race. BPR in P12. And Cantelos in P13 to finish up the grid. Some really good racing. Let me just get the championship standings here. Alright. So, after both of these races, we have Lars in P1 on 32 points. Tied with him is English Kid. I don't know. Oh, that's York. York also on 32 points. P3 we've got Amondi on 30 points. P4 we've got Daunting on 25 points. And in P5 we have StarTech, also known as Z3, on 22 points. In the constructors, we have Whistler Racing on 57 points, and Alpha and Audi combo on 52 points, and Porsche, also the Team Snell Trail Porsche, MP3 on 47 points. But alright, that was some good racing. Appreciate everyone watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. I probably have to go get myself a glass of water now. Thank you for watching. Anyone new, like and subscribe. Best of luck in next week's race, and I will see you guys when I see you. Alright, cheers everyone. Bye bye.